Hello, I'm Mike of Neil Up Dice. This is my base down below the ground. I am, however, going to go into the Nether because there have been some developments in there. They're nothing to do with me. So this is more of a tour than anything else. This is what's been going on while I've been spending all my time drying out the Ocean Temple. Up we go. Keep saying one of these days I'm going to make this better in some way. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do. But we have this railway that someone's gone and actually plonked a button on, which we didn't have before. So lots of powered rail. Someone has been busy. And the nice thing about this kind of thing is that you can move enormous distances in the overworld relatively quickly by setting up something like this in the Nether. I don't know how far this goes. Last time I was here, it cut out along here. Oh, no, look, we're still going. Oh, there we go. That's about where I remember it, I think. But I've still travelled an enormous distance that otherwise I would have had to travel on my own, which is neat. And I don't know where that portal goes. Nothing to do with me. What I'm interested in is up this way. Now, I've been this way before. I can't remember if I've taken you along with me when I've gone this way before, but this is another place. This is another route that needs to be optimized and laid out and have, like, make it slightly more obvious, because it's amazingly easy to get lost in the Nether. But this is going to be, I'm going to the undersea temple that had all the sand dropped on it, because, well, that's now been dealt with. That's now finished with. And stuff's been going on there. And as you can see, it's a long way away from my Ocean Temple. I often get lost round about there. Just coming down here, I lose track of where we're going. There we go. Portal. Oh, it's night time. So what I'll do is there are a number of beds scattered around here. I'll find one as soon as. Can I run fast enough that the update doesn't catch up with me? And remember this, these were the chests in which we stored all the sand. So, things have been going on. I need to find some stairs down. Ooh, quite a lot's been done. As you can see, we now have a great big box in the middle of a great big hole, which is nearly but not quite paved over. But I'm going to have a quick snooze so that we can see what it's like in the daytime. Unfortunately, it's raining, but there's not a lot I can do about that. A great big box full of water. Now, this used to be an Ocean Temple, obviously. So if you make a great big box full of water in an area that used to be part of an Ocean Temple, interesting things happen. Also, if you have a great big open area with minimal lighting at night, interesting things happen. Here we go. So this is, as you may expect, a guardian spawner. So there's a guardian who has fallen through just the right amount of lava to have them be on fire when they die. And so now we have lots and lots of prismarine, both shards and crystals, and also many, many fish. Interesting thing is, I have on at least one occasion gotten a pufferfish, which is useful for potions. So I wonder if rigorously deciding what comes down, because obviously only things that will fit into prismarine shards, crystals, raw fish, and ink sacs will fit in here. So I don't know. I think maybe leaving one slot free for other things to fall in might be a good idea. So a lot of work's been done. There's a lot more of the floors been done. When I was last here, there was a lot more landscaping needing to be done. That looks like that's now being completed. And you get this rather nice. I really like the sandstone and prismarine look. I think that's a nice look. As you can see, the landscape has been kind of memorialized. Oh, that's actually a nice detail. All this is this. I can never remember if this is andesite or diorite, the grey stuff with the slabs. That's a really nice look, actually. I may have to steal that. That looks really nice. Yeah. It's not happened over this side, but that might just be it hasn't happened yet, as opposed to it's not happening at all. And these stairs look really nice. Gotta grab that. Gunpowder? I think that's a really nice combination of colours there. And of course, smooth sandstone flooring does also tend to look quite nice. I suspect these floating chests used to be part of this is a construction process, so it's all the various construction bits and bobs. Haha! Yeah, you guys made my life so annoying when I'm trying to clear out bits of temple. Now you're burning to death, which is hilarious. I may not be the nicest person. Yeah, so lots of building materials going on here. So much. So much sand. I thought I needed a lot of sand for what I was doing, but no, this project needed a vast amount of sand. Which does mean that I feel the need to make large amounts of I'm stealing sponges, as you may see. If I do have any more projects that need large amounts of sand or sandstone, specifically I'm thinking of making the stairs that would be going in the nether. Diamonds. Won't steal those. I'll note their presence, but I won't steal them. But the stairs that I'm thinking of using, from my nether base, when I go into the nether, the staircases up. I like the idea of using sandstone for those. Sandstone against netherrack is, I think, quite pretty. Not that I'm particularly good at colour judgments and things like that. More sponges. Lots of red sand. I don't know if red sand actually changes things very much. Like, do you get different shades of glass out of it or something? I'm not really sure. I believe somebody's been doing some standard mining. Ooh. Ooh, stuff. This must lead up to the... Not really what I'm here for. So this looks pretty good. I like the glass, the use of glass in there. The design elements of the prismarine and dark prismarine. Although I think it's gone a bit wrong. I think it's off by one there. There might be a reason for it, but I mean, you know, given that it is essentially just a big stone box, I think it's quite a nice looking big stone box. So when it's finally finished, I think this is going to look very pretty. In fact, it looks pretty, gosh darn pretty already. Only thing I don't like about it is the fact that that's where you leave, and there isn't a staircase that leads up there. That's more of a usability issue than anything else. And this might be end up being the real landing platform after a bit. Nice mesa biome. I don't tend to find mesa biomes in my worlds. All that painted clay and stuff. Provided a lot of the sand came here. Hello, dogs. Like a lot of the sand. So that is that. That is what. Ow. That wasn't exactly what I wanted to do at all. No, it was not. Bit of a health and safety issue there. So I presume this is going to get its kind of prismarine lining at some point. So that's another thing you can do with one of these temples, is build a grinder and just get all the prismarine you will ever want. And indeed more. Because even prismarine, pretty green stuff that it is, you'll eventually have enough. You get 3 different prismarine things and prismarine lanterns, which is quite nice. I wonder if can you make stairs out of the different colours of sandstone, or I don't think you get sandstone. I think you get red sand and you get painted clay, and I don't know if you can make those into stairs, which would be an interesting colour to use for stairways in the Nether. It would also be a nice idea to deck out the pathway that you take, because this is where I get lost again. You just nether. An actual path that you follow is a really neat thing. All right, yeah. See, I just walked straight past that because, like, oh, clearly block with torch. You go this way, but no, you actually turn right this way in here. And so there's all sorts of aesthetic things you could do. I mean, eventually, I'm sure this is eventually going to be turned into a rail line rather than a place you have to walk along. But those are my contributions, walling off the lava. So you come down here and somewhere around, oh, there we go, is that stairway, which sometimes I can miss. I'm just going to move my active item over to the bow because I can hear a gust somewhere. And this bridge does in fact need to be made out of something other than netherrack at some point, or it needs to be covered, because at some point a ghast will break it. So unfortunately, the way back isn't fully complete. Well, you know, it gets to this point and then stops, which means I have to kind of get on and push myself a little bit and then get going. And I have to be careful not to, when I was placing this card, I had to be very, very careful not to place it on the powered rail itself, because otherwise it would have just gone whoosh. And there's always also a problem that you can end up with getting zombie people on the line and being aggravating in that respect. Like is happening right now. So I'm probably not going to be able to, I'm pressing forwards to try and stop going all the way back. But I don't, oh there you go, thank you. That was very helpful of you. Thank you very much for that. Now all I can really do is hope that they've buggered off. Alright, where were we? They have. Yes. I had my sword out, not to hit them, because hitting them is generally counterproductive, but to get out and destroy the minecart before it got too far away. In comparison, I mean, this is the nether hut that leads to spawn. And we really need to do something with this. It is just a hideous box. It's sitting there being horrible. But you can see how much closer my portal is, which takes me to my temple. You can see how much closer it is, so I don't have to go anywhere near as far to get to my temple. So I'm going to drop off those sponges that I just nicked. Oh, it's night time again. That was quick. Yep. So now I'm going to have loads of sponges, and then I'm going to be able to get back to my temple. It's going to get up to my vantage point. We're also going to do a thing. I'm going to chuck my field of view, because you get, I think, a very nice kind of cinematic camera if you put the field of view very, very narrow. I think you get quite a nice camera, and you can see how much of the temple is visible. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed these videos. Come visit Nil Dice at nildice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. There are links in the description of the video. And until next time, dig for victory.